Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Colette, and if you're a returning subscriber, hi darling, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please make sure you subscribe to this channel if this is your first time here, so that you can become a member of the Coco Nation family. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. So, as you already know by the title, you already know what this video is about, and it is a story time. That was weird. Okay, it is a story time, right? And it's on my first year of uni experience. What happened in my first year? Like, how was it? I'm going to be giving you guys a story time on my first year in uni, right? My first year of uni. Whatever, my first year of uni experience. Yes, that's basically what today is about. So let's get right into it. God, I beg. So I am a student of ABUAD University. You guys should know that from my previous vlogs, my uni vlogs. You already know that I'm a student of ABUAD University. I gained admission in August 2022, and I resumed October 6th. And so on that resumption day, a lot of things happened. That resumption day, I go to school by 2 p.m. Yeah, I arrived at school by 2 p.m. quite late because I left Lagos by, was it 6? No, I left Lagos by 5:36 and I arrived at EDUCATIVE by 2 p.m. I know it's too long. I'm supposed to get there by like 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. max, but then the driver missed his way at some point and it's kind of delayed my journey. So, getting to school late means more stress for your registration, and it means that your registration might or will most likely take time. But mine was so long because I made so many mistakes and I was shy. I was shy to talk to people. I was shy to socialize. I didn't know what to do. I was waiting for my sister because my sister was in a meeting that day. She couldn't come to meet me because she resumed like a week before me, right? So she was in a meeting and I thought she was going to help me throughout the process. I mean, that was the plan. But then that day when we got there, we called her and she said she was in a meeting. And I'm like, wow. Okay, so anyways, I got to school and the whole registration thing. I forgot to allow them check my bags before going to do my medicals. And the thing is that I saw some people that told me that I should leave my bag there and just go. And so I forgot my mirror in the car, right? And my mom came back. And she saw my load and it has not been searched. And she was so angry. And I was like, an SRC representative told me to leave it there. And she shut at me. I was just like embarrassed. But then it was now time to say goodbye to my mom. And then I was crying. When I was crying because like I really missed my mom. And if you do not know, I was a day student in secondary school, so I've never been like far away from home. And the fact that I know that this journey was so long, that means I'm so far from home. There's no way for me to go home until it's time for vacation. Do you understand? So it was a lot for me. I see my mom. I love my mom, guys. I love my mom so much. I love my siblings. And then telling my mom bye-bye, it was so emotional for me. I was just crying while I was saying goodbye. And then she left. And then I started my registration, right? And then, like I said, I didn't know how to socialize. I was too shy to socialize. I felt like everyone here was older than me and I'm a child and everyone will know I'm a child. So that's crap. Nobody knows who you are except to let them know who you are. Like, something like that. Yeah, so I was so shy to socialize and then I just wasted a lot of time. Luckily for me, I saw my past senior, a senior from secondary school that was in my uni, and he just helped me to do like literally everything. God bless you for me. I don't know if he's going to watch this video. Sorry about that noise. I don't know if he's going to watch this video, but Ifeanyi was of huge help to me. Huge help to me. And so after that, I got into my room, my hostel. It was quite late already. My sister helped me because she had already finished the meeting by that time. I got to my hostel by like 9 p.m. You can imagine 8 hours of registration. So I'm getting to my hostel now. What now happened? I was now crying because like all my roommates had come. I was the last person to get there, and my sister was like all of them were law students, and I just felt like I felt odd because I really prayed for a pharmacy student to be in my room, or at least a medical student to be in my room. But then they were all law students, and I was the only pharmacy student. And so I started crying. Like, it was quite late already, and I was missing home. So, I was just having a lot of emotions going through my mind, and I just started crying. Cried. My mom called me, continued crying for like 2 weeks. I cried for about 2 weeks. My roommates can't testify to this. I'm not even lying. I cried. Like, they would just pass me as me crying. I was just crying because I wanted to go home. Don't mind me. But for real, I actually wanted to go home. I did not know I knew I was there, but like I just missed home so much. And like I was just like, wow, so this is really it. Like, this is really it. It was a lot. That's just like a brief introduction on like my entrance to uni and the registration the first day and everything. I'm dividing the experiences into different segments, and the first aspect I would like to talk about is the educative aspect. Like, that's why you're going to school. I'm going to school to learn, right? To read and learn. I would say my first year was actually very nice educationally. It was very it was very good. I made some good friends that were serious about their education, and then they really helped me. Shout out to Basit for helping me during the exams. Like, as per during revision, this boy was like my AI. I would just send a question, he would send a response. Shout out to you, I love you. Thank you so much. So, yeah. And some other friends too that helped me during my revision time, would revise together, read and all that. Classes starts by 8:30. So, and me, see, when I was in secondary school, I used to wake up by 4:30 because classes starts by 8:10 in secondary school, yes. And so I used to wake up by like 4:30 and we done by like 6:30 to 7. And by like 7:07, we leave the house. Because my mom would have to drive us to school and everything. So that thing was already in my blood. It was already in my blood. I would wake up by 5:30, have my bath and everything, and then I'll be done by like, say what, 6-7, and then I'll just have time to eat breakfast. Although I am like when I'm dressing, I like to take my time. So on some days I just take my time, and some days I do not. I just rush. But then by second semester, please, that thing died. I started waking up by like 6-7, right? No, not 7. If I wake up by 7, then that means I really slept late. But like I started waking up like around 6. Yes, around 6 in second semester, very well, because it was a lot. So I was never really late to any class. Like, even if I come late, I'll be like 10 minutes late, 5 minutes late. I was never like extremely late. If I know that I'm already extremely late, I won't bother going for the class, and I'll beg my friends to sign the attendance for me. In ABUAD, we have evening classes like around 7 to 9. We have classes around 7 to 9. We have classes from 5 to 7, and they are mainly GST classes. Now you might be like, oh, why will we be having class by that time? When you get there, you see people attend the classes, so you used to carry your leg and attend. So I used to attend GST classes. And see, I'm just pitching this here. If you're coming to ABUAD, right, and you're watching this video, please take your GST courses seriously. Take them seriously. Just take them seriously. I attend GST classes and everything. We have color codes in ABUAD. Red is for MHS, blue is for SMS, yellow for sciences, green for engineering, lilac for pharmacy. I think I mentioned all. And white and black for law. So yes, those are the colleges and their color codes, and so you must adhere strictly to it. We also have dress codes for different colleges. It varies. In my college of pharmacy, we put on lilac shirts. You can watch my previous vlogs to see how I dress to class, but I can also put a picture up here. Wear lilac shirts with either trouser or skirt for girls. Yeah, I think guys, you have to put on belts, you have to put on ties and everything. Yeah, so I'll be dressed like that. See, this video, I know some of you might be like, it's a chit chat, it's a story time video, why are you not telling us some things? It's not just a story time video, it's also like story time slash information about the school slash different things. So when I remember, I'm just going to put it. Yes, I start 10 classes by 8:30, and on some days I get back to my hostel by 9 p.m. Obviously, we have break by 12 to 1. Is it 12 to 1? I mean 11 to 12. Yeah, 11:30 to 12:30. we have break by 11:30 to 12:30. Yes, and after the break, we go back for classes. We grind, continue. I think so. 3 months is a long time. See me forgetting break time. Anyways, we have break in between, so it's not like it's throughout, but then it's some days it's so stressful. And yeah, we also have practicals. I attended my practicals and I'm so grateful that I did, and I took my practicals seriously. Please, if you're coming to ABUAD again and you're going to be a science student, like you're coming as a science student, that means you're going to be in a class that's going to involve practicals, right? Let's go to the lab and everything. Please take your practicals seriously. They really help your grades. Honestly, take your practicals seriously. Some people are so unserious with practicals. Like some people don't come for practicals. Some people just do anything anyhow. Take your practicals seriously. You will be glad that you did. Yes, you'll be glad that you. I don't know why I keep eating this ring light. Okay, you'll be glad that you did. I never got into any clash with my lecturers. I was very like low key, kind of. I only knew lecturers because of like my grade or my test something. There's some people that are really good with interacting with lecturers. I mean, that's very cool, and I feel like that's something I want to work on in my next year and in years to come. I want to interact better with my lecturers, but I'm not one to just walk up to the lecturer and be like, hi sir, good morning sir. No, I'm not like that, but there are people like that, and that's cool. And if you're like me, just stick to your work, do the right thing. If you see lecturer, greets. Nobody's going to. It is respect. Greets. Stop feeling like a big boy or big girl. You're just in entry level. Greets. Greets. You don't know the person you greet saying respect your elders. Please respect your elders. Let me just be just in respect your elders. Yes, I know that there are some people that would annoy you, e.g. the cafeteria workers. Some days they are frustrated and they tend to put their frustration on others, or the portals. A lot of times they tend to put their frustration on others, but Biko, no, just swallow it and go. If you can, please, and you should try to just like and go. Do not start insulting or shouting at them. I used to see some students, I'm like, you have time, you have strength, you have energy, and it doesn't just give a good impression, because not everybody's going to come and ask you what happened. So don't be rude, don't be disrespectful. On your own side, do the right thing, greet them and go. So yeah, I never really had any major issue. I didn't have any issue with my lecturers at all. Yeah, except one day. There was this day, I just remembered one incident now, but it was not really like an issue. I was in the lab. This was the first laboratory class we had, right? And I was in the lab. Guys, tell me why I removed snacks, because I was hungry and I started eating the lab. And do you know the annoying thing? My classmates were there. Nobody like, oh, call it. Obviously, that was like the first week or second week. So I didn't really have friends there. The only person that was like my friend was a friend from secondary school, and our roommates that was also a pharmacy student. But I have not made any other friend, and I don't think they were there with me except the friend from secondary school. But she was also eating, and nobody was like, Colette, don't eat or. But I get they don't really know me. But even though you're supposed to have been nice to me, but anyways, I was eating the lab. This woman just came out. Guys, this man came out and she was like, come on, get out of the lab. What's your matric number? Give me your matric number. I was like, Although I didn't cry, but I was just surprised, like, wow. Then she was like, there's no eating in the lab. I just said, go on. I was like, Mama, sorry, ma. Mama, sorry. I started begging. She was like, I'm going to minus your mark. Give me your matric number now. No, okay. Sorry, there was no matric number at that time. You know your jam registration number and your full names. I was like, ma, please, we're begging. My friend was already crying. She was already crying. My friend from secondary school was already crying. Me, I was just like, man, please, man, please. I don't know. I just felt like everything will work out. I don't know why. I just felt that way. Then the next thing, I just saw the biology lecturer, my biology lecturer, and he came and he was like, "Hi, how are you? Fine girl." Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, "I'm fine, sir. Thank you, sir." He's like, "What are you guys doing outside?" Everything. So, sir, oh, we're eating in the lab and before goats and everything. He was like, "You two will be eating in the lab. It's not good now." He now called the woman. He was not like, hey Joe now. He was not begging for us like, hey Joe, Emma Binu, Emma Mind. I don't know you ran much, but he was just begging on our behalf to the woman. And then she answered and she forgave us, and I was like, thank you, ma, and everything. So have a good rapport with your lecturers. And I had spoken to the biology lecturer before, and that same day was the day that he gave us our test scripts, and I did very well in the test, and so he knew me, right? So that was why he really helped me and everything. So just have a good relationship with your lecturers. It's really pay you, honestly. Now to the social aspect. So social life in 100 level, in one word, a lot. Yeah, kind of a lot, because I made friends, a few of them. Some I regret, some I totally absolutely love. You know, and see, don't rush to make friends. Don't rush to want to have a friend, if that makes sense. Because see, people change and people are going to change. People change and they are going to change. So do not rush to make friends at all. I beg. Take your time. So I made friends. Second week, third week, people were already moving with one another. I would see two people talking, being close and everything. I'm like, eh. Me, I was just close to my friend from secondary school and our roommates. Just the only two people. And like people thought three of us were best friends because like we're always working together. And it's because I did not have any friends. I did not have anybody to socialize. But with time, everybody like socialized more, and I met other people. I had one major fight with a friend, with an ex-friend. I mean, in 100 level, guys. I had a major fight. Like this fight could have been prevented if I just relaxed and walked away, but I did not. Instead, I wanted to prove my point. I wanted to prove my point that I was right and she was wrong. And then it just turned out to be something. Please don't stress yourself fighting. Please. Just don't. If that's something I can say, please don't. I joined two clubs. No, I actually joined 3 clubs in 100 level, but I'm still a member of 2. So I joined the Lay Readers Society of the Catholic Chaplaincy. I joined the Lay Readers Society of the ABUAD Catholic Chaplaincy, Lay Readers Unit. And they are basically the ones that take the readings on Sunday. So I attend the Catholic Church, and they have their mass at PCCF, so yeah, and it's quite, not really close, but somehow not too far from my hostel. Yes. It's kind of far, but it's not really far. But yeah, I go for mass there. I joined the Lay Readers Society, and I also joined the ABUAD Chapel prayer units. I'm so glad to have joined these 2 societies. But the third one I joined is ABUAD Chapel Dance Crew. I am not. Would I say I'm no longer a member? Somehow I'm no longer a member. Somehow, because I did not really like. I did not have time to attend their meetings because a lot of things, that was the time I was not feeling fine. I was overwhelmed with schoolwork, a lot of mental stress, and I just didn't have time to attend their meetings. So I kind of got kicked out, but not really kicked out. As per, I don't know how to explain to you, but that's just basically how it is. So you can join societies, you can join clubs. There are various clubs. I know there's chess club. There are a lot of sports clubs, basketball, football. I think that's all I know for now. Yeah, there's tennis. They play tennis as well. Yeah, but I didn't really have time to do any of those. Many clubs in ABUAD that you can join, to suit your preference. Under the social aspect, something that really helped me in my first year was that I avoided trouble. Like, See, avoid trouble. I avoided trouble so much. I did not I obeyed the rules, and if I see people fighting, I don't enter. I attended classes, did my assignments, was well dressed. Don't test the waters, because there's some people that they got into a lot of trouble because probably they do not dress properly, their hair wasn't well kept, they just went over the rules. Nails are not allowed. Well, in my college, nails are not allowed. And so just respect yourself and don't put on nails. Don't paint your nails. It's not allowed. If you do so, you will get into trouble. So try and know the rules and regulations regarding your college before you come in. Do not try and like you know the rules now, right? Let's say you know the rules already, and then you now choose to not obey the rules. You're just not looking for, but you're asking for trouble. So please avoid trouble, obey the rules. It's not difficult. They tell you that curfew is by 10:30. By 10, when it's like even around that, I try my best. Once it's like around 10 and I'm still outside, don't wait till it's at 10:30, because it's 10:30 that is coffee time. Everybody should be inside also. So don't allow them to blow whistle, or do not go where you're not meant to be. Be where you're meant to be at the right time. So guys, we come to the end of the part 1 of this video. Please do well to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in part 2. Bye.